everyone who came to see this post. This video is contentedly presented by Department of Microbiology, Idaya College for Women, Kumbakonam. Every human being is the author of his own health or disease, says Buddha. If we get sick, we have to treat the disease, not the symptoms. I'm not sure that every disease has a cure, but prevention. Being preventive can help us from getting a disease, especially the communicable ones. Vaccination is the best and effective way to prevent diseases which are responsible to cause severe harm. Vaccination is giving an antigen to stimulate the immune response through active immunization. Vaccines are the preparation of microorganisms which contains the whole or portions of microorganism in live or killed form. The concept of vaccine administration was introduced by Edward Jenner in 1796. He was known as the father of vaccination. He created the smallpox vaccine, the world's first vaccine, and coined the term variolation. Louis Pasteur introduced the term vaccine and discovered the principles of vaccination. There are various types of vaccines that is classified based on the preparation. Number 1. Whole organism as vaccine. It consists of the entire microorganism such as virus, bacteria or other pathogen present in killed form or in live attenuated condition. This type is broadly classified into two main categories. First, live attenuated vaccines. The microorganisms lost their ability to cause disease, which is known as pathogenicity, but retain their capacity to grow inside the inoculated host will induce an immune response, is known as attenuation. Live attenuated viruses contain functioning copies of virus that have been weakened. Virus is attenuated by repeated passing in cell culture or animal embryos more than 10 hours, inducing the mutation and weakening, transferring of wild virus into vaccine virus. Then a small dose of vaccine is injected to the host. The immune response is induced by the replication of vaccine virus into the host. It protects the host against real infection. Here are the few examples of live attenuated vaccines. Killed or inactivated vaccines. This type of vaccine consisting of virus particles, bacteria or other pathogens that have been grown in culture and then killed to destroy disease-producing capacity. No longer capable of replication inside an inoculated host. This inactivation is done by using chemical means, which is satisfactory, and also using heat, which is quite unsatisfactory because it causes extensive denaturation. These microbes cannot replicate inside the host, so needed higher doses. An adjuvant is added along with the microbe vaccine to strengthen the immune response and injected to the host. These vaccines only induce antibody-mediated immunity, not the cell-mediated immunity. Here are the few examples of killed or inactivated vaccines. 2. Purified macromolecules as vaccines. Consist of specific purified macromolecules derived from pathogens, which is categorized in two forms. First, toxoid vaccines. Some bacterial pathogens produce exotoxins. These toxins are harmful chemicals grown in culture media. The secreted toxins are known as toxoids, which is inactivated by heat or chemicals. Then injecting the entire dose of vaccine, which is also known as boosted dose, into the host will induce the immune response, which will protect the host against real infection. Examples of toxoid vaccines. Second, polysaccharide vaccine. Virulence of some pathogens depends on their polysaccharide capsule. Such capsule is separated from pathogen, then purified and inactivated by chemicals. This is used as a vaccine to stimulate B cell responses, thereby resulting in type-specific antibody production that enhances ingestion and killing of pathogens by phagocytosis. The examples of polysaccharide vaccine. Number 3. Recombinant vaccine. Vaccines generated using recombinant DNA technology is called the recombinant vaccine. This can be classified into two major categories. First, DNA vaccines. They are third-generation vaccines made up of small circular pieces of microbial DNA and plasmids. The genomic RNA is extracted from the microbe and converted to DNA representing viral genome. The genetic sequence is generated from DNA and the genes are amplified. The amplified fragment is cloned in mammalian expression vector. And the plasmid carrying gene is grown in bacteria in large quantities. Then transgenic plasmid is purified and injected to host as vaccine, which will induce the immune response. Second, recombinant protein subunit vaccines. These are the subunit vaccines only containing a fraction of pathogen organisms. These vaccines are formulated using defined protein antigens that can be produced in heterologous expression systems. The gene encoding the antigen proteins of pathogenic organism is separated and grown in large scales. Then the expressed antigens are used as vaccine and injected into the host to induce immune response. Hepatitis B vaccine is an example of recombinant DNA vaccine. Vaccination is very important to be protective against diseases. Being immunized is a greater way to be safe from infections. When you protect yourself, you can also protect the people around you. So get vaccinated, get immunized to save lives. Thank you for watching.